Welcome to day 9 of the Cricfit Premier League 2021, the inaugural edition of the tournament. Today we have in action for you the KRP Academy taking on the Cricfit Academy in the under 16 boys category. Before we head down to the center for the start of the match, let's head to the toss.
Good morning and welcome to day 9 of the inaugural edition of the Cricfit Premier League. We are now entering the business end of the tournament. This is the last day of the league stage fixtures. We will then move on to the semi-finals and then to the finals. Today in the opening fixture we have the Cricfit Academy going up against the KRP Academy in the under 16 boys category. I have both the captains with me, Awab Kunni from Cricfit and Pratik Loharuka from KRP Academy. I would now like to call upon the treasurer of the CPL, Mr. Hashmat Karim sir, to please do the honors for the toss. Sir, who is going to call? Okay. Pratik is going to call?
Heads.
Heads is the call and tails it is. So the Cricfit Academy has won the toss. क्या डिसाइड किया?
बॉलिंग सर, फर्स्ट बॉलिंग.
चेस करना अच्छा लगता है पिछले मैच से, ये सोच रहे हो कि कुछ और है दिमाग में?
नहीं, क्योंकि विकेट कुछ ज़्यादा ही ख़राब है आज. देखा है मैंने सुबह में आते ही, तो बॉलिंग ही चूज़ करेंगे पहले.
सुबह का पहला मैच है, थोड़ा डर लग रहा है कि कंडीशंस असेस करने में थोड़ी कंफ्यूजन हो सकती है या फिर श्योर हो?
नहीं, थोड़ा डर लग रहा है विकेट जल्दी नहीं चले जाए, ऑल आउट नहीं हो जाएगा जल्दी, बस और कुछ नहीं. विकेट ज़्यादा खराब.
ठीक है, ऑल द बेस्ट, गो वेल. प्रतीक, क्या करते हैं अगर आप टॉस जीते?
We would have batted first anyway. The wicket is slow. It would be getting slower in the second inning, so we would have batted first. Anyway.
So it has worked out perfectly for you in that sense. What are you thinking in terms of what total you want to put up on the board while batting first?
We would like to put up a total of nearly 140, 150. I think that should be enough to defend us.
All right, go well, all the best.
Thank you.
So the news from the center is that the Cricfit Academy has won the toss and elected to field first. Back to the comm box.
So the Cricfit Academy winning the toss and electing to bowl first on this bright and sunny morning here on day 9 rather of the Cricfit Premier League. Teams are out in the center. Cricfit Academy getting ready to bowl the first over of the game. KRP Academy batsman out in the center. Pratik and Rishabh at the crease for the KRP Academy. The Cricfit Academy with ball in hand. Crucial for them, for both teams. The opening 6 overs rather will be crucial just because of the fact that there is a new ball that the bowlers have at their disposal and it will be coming nicely onto the bat. It will be interesting to see how the pitch conditions play out in this opening few overs, because the captain's assessment was that the pitch is slow and low. Should be keeping a little low according to the captain's assessment. That's what both Awab and Pratik said at the toss. But despite that, the KRP Academy were happy with the decision of the toss. They were happy to bat first. The captain admitted that he would have also batted first had he won the toss. So in the end, the best kinds of tosses are the ones where both teams come out satisfied with the result. So the KRP Academy batting first, the Cricfit Academy bowling first. The under 16 boys team in action here at the Thakur Cricket Stadium in Kandivali East. Bright, shiny morning on 27th of January. We're entering the business end of the tournament now. This is the last day of the league phase. We then have the semi-finals starting later tonight and continuing on to tomorrow. And from tomorrow night, we have the finals of the various age groups starting of the Cricfit Premier League 2021, the inaugural season. Here we go. between the KRP Academy and the Cricfit Academy. Full delivery on the stumps. Confident defense by the batsman. Straight back to the short cover fielder. First ball did not indicate a lot of swing or seam movement for the bowler for that matter. So it will be crucial for them. It will be crucial for the batsman to see off this opening phase and just judge whether the ball is swinging or not swinging to make the necessary adjustments to play their shots in the opening round of overs. Again, another full delivery, this time driven round the ground straight to the man at mid-off. Another dot delivery. Good confident start by both the batsman and the bowler. The bowler not afraid to pitch the ball up and try to swing the ball. At the moment, it does not seem to be swinging. The conditions do not seem to be helpful rather, for the bowlers. But that should go on. This time on the pads, flicked away down to the fine leg fence. There is no protection there in the deep, and that will result in the first boundary for the KRP Academy in this matchup. First runs on the board via a boundary down the leg side, down to the fine leg fence. Much needed for the KRP Academy. Just indicates the positivity in which you've started when you score a couple of boundaries in your opening over of the matchup. So this opening boundary, just that a tad bit more crucial for the batting side. Oh, that jumped off a length. This was a fuller length delivery. Shouldn't have bounced. But instead of a full length delivery, you saw the ball just get big on the batsman off that delivery, and the batsman was taken by surprise, but in the end managed to defend it off the back foot and did not lose his wicket or anything uncomfortable for that matter. Oh, this time it's been hit uppishly. There's fielders chasing after it, but it beats the inner circle. Will run down to the fence, but will be brought in. Good tag team play there. Saves a couple of runs for his side. It was hit uppishly on the offside. It was a full delivery outside off stump. Could have been left alone, but the batsman decided to go after it. Hit it aggressively, uppishly through the offside. Mistimed it a little, went up straight in the air, but managed to clear the 30-yard circle and get a couple of runs in the process. Another good length delivery taking off the surface. The captains were right at the toss. It is a slow surface with a lot of things happening off length, which is why they need to be extra careful, the batsmen, of driving off such lengths, because you never know what ball will take off of a fuller length. The batsman sees a fuller length delivery in the cordon, wants to drive it through the offside or the onside, but the ball suddenly takes off a little, and that results in a false shot, which will result in the demise. So at the moment, the batsman very careful about playing the fuller length deliveries. At the end of the first over, Pratik, the captain of the KRP Academy, has faced all 6 deliveries and has managed to put up 6 runs on the board for his side. Rohan bowled the first over for the Cricfit Academy. and there are 6 runs without losing a single wicket. 1 boundary and a double scored in that previous over. Very crucial, the fact that the bowler did not concede any extras. Usually you see with the new ball that the bowlers are slightly tentative with their lengths. They haven't found their rhythm in the opening couple of deliveries, so they give away a few extras, but that has not happened in this game so far. Start of the second over. Cricfit Academy will look to pick up a wicket as early as possible. Another full length delivery, defended straight. Not a lot of feet movement there by the batsman, just moving the bat in the direction of the ball. So that could be a possibility of one of two scenarios. Either the ball is not swinging, which is why the batsmen are confident to play just with their hands, or the batsmen are yet to feel and get used to the conditions, which is why their feet is not movement. A full toss this time, driven through the offside, beats the fielder in the point region. The second boundary for the KRP Academy. Very well placed by the batsman, just in the gap between the gully and the point fielder. The fielder did dive to save that ball, but it was to no avail. Good effort, but not good enough. 10 runs on the board now for the KRP Academy. 2 deliveries into the second over, rather. Start of the third delivery. This time punched straight back to the bowler. So the KRP Academy's mentality at the moment seems like they want to phase out these opening few overs, not take any major risks of the new ball, and only when a bad ball is presented to them they want to score off it. Wide delivery down the leg side, which is the right kind of mentality to have when you have lost the toss, have been asked to bat first. You do not want to go out there in an overly aggressive fashion. If you go out there in an overly aggressive fashion, then you have that risk of losing a few wickets. Short delivery outside off stump, again punched off the back foot, but this time straight to the fielder in the point region. Cricfit Academy will be confident of chasing down a total, because the last couple of matches that the under 14 boys played in, they chased down the totals in exciting and enthralling encounters. In their last two overs completed, 11 runs on the board for the KRP Academy. 5.5 the current run rate. This is a glorious shot. Just picked up off a good length, but not timed to perfection, I would say. Goes down to the mid-wicket fence, just for couple of runs. We're in the third over of the match. 16 runs are on the board for the KRP Academy. No wickets lost. That is crucially what they will be banking on as we head towards the later parts of the game. So, way outside off stump, given a wide by the umpire. Even though that the KRP Academy batsmen have not scored a lot of runs in the opening phase of the game, we're still in the third over. They're well above 5 runs per over at the moment. The crucial part for them will still be that they haven't lost a wicket yet. So losing a wicket inside the power play overs can be hugely disappointing for a team that has been put into bat and wants to put up a total that is above par for the chasing team. To the end of the third over, 17 runs on the board for the KRP Academy. No wickets lost. Crucially, the openers Pratik and Rishabh are still at the crease for the KRP Academy. Current run rate is just a smudge over 5 runs per over. The fast bowlers have not been able to achieve that bite and that purchase of this wicket so far. Punched off the back foot. Down to the fence at the third man region. The third man fielder was in fact very fine, almost right behind the first slip, but this was cut to the right of the deep third man fielder, and even the fielder at the gully region could not manage to cut it off. So a well constructed boundary for the KRP Academy. Cricfit going along well so far. Good thing for them, for the Cricfit bowlers right now, will be that they have not conceded that many extras and boundary balls to get the KRP Academy batsmen away for a flyer. They've managed to keep it tight. They have stopped the extras, the boundaries, and now their sole aim will be to pick up a few wickets just to ensure that their good start is continued. Last day of the league stages of the Cricfit Premier League 2021. Tomorrow onwards, in fact today evening onwards, we start the semi-final stage. Another good fast deliveries. Bowlers really revved up his pace since his first over. We're in the fourth over of the match now. On the pads, and it will go down to the fielder because it was misfielded by the wicketkeeper. The umpire signals it as a wide ball, so a couple of runs will be added to the batting side. When you're bowling as fast as the bowler is at the moment, it is very difficult to sometimes control the direction of the ball, and that is where the art of fast bowling lies. It was directed down the leg side, the keeper missed the ball, and it went down to the deep fine leg fielder. Thankfully for the bowling side, just a couple of runs conceded. False run by the bowler. Omkar Gaikwad with the ball in his hand. He's really revved up some pace. Will be exciting to see what he comes up with next. This time in the block hole. Oh, big appeal by the bowler, but the umpire immediately signals that it is going down the leg side and will not go on to hit the stumps. I keep telling you that Omkar has been revving up some pace in the last few deliveries. He's running in hard, he's running in fast, and he is delivering the ball with all his might. If he manages to drop it on the right length, he can cause a whole lot of trouble. Just losing his footing in terms of his run up there. You wouldn't want to do that, especially when you're bowling as fast as he is. So his run up really very important in him delivering the ball. Another good fast delivery on a good length, cramping the batsman for room, not letting him free his arms. The batsman just fends it back to the bowler, shows him the respect that he deserves at the moment. 4 overs completed. 23 runs on the board without losing a single wicket. The KRP Academy, Prateek and Rishabh still at the crease. The new ball bowlers Rohan and Omkar have bowled a couple of overs each. 4 overs between them, and yet they haven't picked up a wicket, but they have bowled with a lot of fire. They have bowled with a lot of persistence, which is good to see. Good competitive cricket all round by both the sides. Even though the Cricfit Academy have not picked up any wickets yet, but you can clearly see there is a fire within the bellies of these bowlers who are running in tirelessly and bowling with all their might and speed that they can manage to. Time now a spinner is into the attack. This will be a very interesting passage of play. Hamza Karim into the attack for the Cricfit Academy. Right up until now, we've seen that the spacers were bowling. Now, very interesting to see how the spinners operate. This time it was dabbed down between point and the gully fielder. No run conceded. The shot delivery outside off. Put in the gap between the short third man and the point fielder. But no single conceded. Crucially for the Cricfit Academy, managing to hold one batsman up at one end just to build up that pressure. Just a little bit of a release by the bowler. Bowls it wide outside off stump, concedes a wide. Not what he would have wanted. He would want to keep the pressure going by bowling tight lines, keeping the batsman tied up at one end, not conceding any extras. Another delivery way outside the off stump, left alone by the batsman. Another wide conceded. This time a short delivery again down the leg side. The bowler Hamza just struggling a little with his line and length at the moment. He has bowled a few deliveries outside the off stump that has been given wide, and now bowls one down the leg side for another wide delivery. Wide outside off stump cutaway. Takes a thickish outside edge and will run down. Will it go for a boundary is a question. No, the fielder cuts it off. Good effort. Good tag team effort by the fielders. The gully fielder chased it down and the short third man fielder came along with him just to collect the ball and throw it back to the wicketkeeper. Good cricket all round. Another wide called by the umpire. This is not good bowling by the Cricfit bowlers. Hamza in question at the moment. Beg your pardon. Hamad Karim is the name of the bowler who is in question, and that has been pulled away down to the fine leg fence. Another boundary. Slight collision for the fielder with the dustbin, but no harm done. Thirty-three runs on the board. We've completed 5 overs in the innings so far. Last over of the power play phase of the game then. The KRP Academy 32 runs on the board without losing a single wicket. Crucially, very important for the batting side not to lose a wicket, especially when you've lost the toss and you've been put in to bat first. Crucial for the captains as well. That's a good delivery. Rushed the batsman slightly, but the batsman tries to swivel away, puts it in the gap, takes a single. KRP, very good decision by the Cricfit captain Awab Kunni there to stick with Onkar in the attack, because he has been bowling fast, he has been bowling well. It's just a matter of time, it feels that he will be able to pick up a wicket. Oh, just goes about a little wayward. The Cricfit Academy, the only point of concern for the captain at the moment will be not the boundaries conceded, not the singles conceded, but the extras that they have conceded so far in this innings. They have not managed to curtail the flow of those extra deliveries and extra runs that they have conceded so far in the opening 5 and a bit overs in this innings. Shot delivery defended off a back foot by the batsman. Tell you the truth, Onkar really looks like the bowler who will get Cricfit their first wicket of this innings. He has been running in for his third over now. Looks really fired up. Has a good amount of pace. Just needs to find that right corridor. This time a tad too wide. Gives the batsman room to free his arms. The batsman cuts it through the point region, but straight to the fielder. Another dot delivery. "34 runs on the board. Just the 3 deliveries remaining now. Tight call by the umpire. The batsman was looking for another wide, but the umpire says nothing doing there. It was another wide delivery way outside the off stump. Just above the wide line. And as the saying goes, the wide line belongs to the umpire. Just the 3 deliveries remaining for the power play, and he's been really tight. Onkar completes his third over. Crucial for the KRP Academy that they haven't lost a wicket with that over. Also, we complete the power play phase of the game in this match on Day 9 of the Cricfit Premier League, the inaugural edition of the tournament. The matchup between the KRP Academy and the Cricfit Academy in the under 16 boys category. Both teams locking horns in this game. The last day of the league stages of the tournament. We now enter the business end of the tournament. We start off with the semi-finals later tonight, and we will have the finals of the various age groups starting tomorrow night. You can catch all the action live on the Cricfit Premier League YouTube channel and get all the scores and updates throughout our social handles. Back to the current matchup. KRP Academy looking solid so far. 10 wickets in hand, 34 runs on the board, 6.1 overs bowled. Both the opening batsmen, Pratik and Rishabh, have taken their opportunities of hitting the loose balls away to the fence. Let's have a look at the next delivery. Oh, little bit of bite for Hamad, who is bowling his second over of the innings. The first over he did seem a little wavered, but now he seems to have found his rhythm. He seems to have found his groove in terms of where he needs to bowl the deliveries. Just as I was, this is what the commentator's curse is. Right in action. You just praise the bowler a little, and the next one he bowls is a wayward delivery. Leading edge, but falls short, just short off the bowler. This has been hit in the air straight down to the fielder's throat. And the first success for the Cricfit Academy. Hamad, who was into his second over of the innings. Picks up the first wicket for the Cricfit Academy. Let's have a look at this replay. It was a full delivery on the stumps. The batsman moved his front leg out of the way, hit it down to cow corner, and there was a fielder positioned right there for that particular shot to take that catch. So the first wicket to fall for the KRP Academy in the 7th over of the innings. They have managed to put up 35 runs on the board but have lost their first wicket now. Prateek, who was set at the crease, had faced 18 deliveries for his 11 runs, has lost his wicket crucially for the KRP Academy. In the 7th over of this innings, now, the question is, will the Cricfit Academy be able to pile on the pressure on the new batsmen on the crease, get themselves back into this matchup? Because at the moment, the KRP Academy were looking in control before the fall of this wicket. Hamad to continue. His tail will be up now after picking up that wicket. He was a little wayward in both his overs so far, conceding a few wide deliveries, but now with this success, he should be in the right frame of mind to go for another one and get Cricfit right back into this match. Again, the batsman has tried lifting it. And again, this is yet another wicket for the Cricfit Academy. 2 in 2 for Hamad. 2 big wickets for the Cricfit Academy in as many deliveries. 35 runs on the board. Both opening batsmen are back into the pavilion. Prateek lost his wicket off the previous delivery, and now Rishabh is also back into the pavilion. Let's have a look at this replay. Criminal for the batsman to play a big shot immediately after you've lost a wicket of your partner. This was similar delivery. The batsman tries to play a similar shot down to the mid-wicket region, but ends up top edging it, and the fielder positioned at short square leg runs around to grab hold of that catch. 35 runs on the board. 2 wickets down for the KRP Academy. 6.5 overs bowled. Hamad picking up both those wickets for the Cricfit under-16 team. Crucial passage of play for the Cricfit Academy after not being able to pick up any wickets in the opening 6 overs, the power play phase of the game. Now they have 2 in 2, and Hamad is now on a hat-trick. 2 new batsmen at the crease for the KRP Academy, neither of whom have faced a single delivery, and now one of those batsmen has now to contend with a hat-trick delivery from Hamad. Lakshay is the one who will be facing the hat-trick delivery from Hamad. Crucially, let's see if he will be able to pick up this hat-trick for his side. He's brought his side right back into this fixture. Hamad is a well-known name in the Mumbai local circuit. He plays for the Rizvi school, and he is a very well-known commodity in these tournaments. And it's been chipped straight back the bowler's head. Oh, that could have been close had there been a fielder position right there, but crucially, the batsman gets away with it, gets a boundary in the process as well. Let's have a look at that again. It was a hat-trick delivery. The captain decided to bring the field in to give his bowler the best chance to pick up the hat-trick. But unfortunately for him, the ball was a tad too full and the batsman decided to go over the top of the bowler's head, seeing an opportunity rather than getting bogged down with the possibility of conceding a hat-trick. Very healthy and aggressive, and I might add positive batting style by Lakshay. So 8 overs of the first innings has been completed. The KRP Academy 50 runs on the board without, beg your pardon, 50 runs on the board after losing two crucial wickets. Both their opening batsmen who had given them those starts are now back into the pavilion thanks to impressive bowling by Hamad in his second over. Eight overs have been completed. Good effort there, Hamad into his third over of the innings. Continuing from the pavilion end. And again, the batsman lifts it in the air. Will the fielder be able to get around to it? Oh, good effort there by the fielder positioned in the deep square leg region. The batsman tried to target the deep mid-wicket boundary where there was no fielder positioned, but there was a fielder in the deep square. To the leg side, tight call, could have been a run out opportunity for the Cricfit Academy fielders. Bold. Third wicket for Hamad in his spell. Third wicket to fall for the KRP Academy in his third over. Hamad has picked up the third wicket of his innings. Ansh Jadhav goes back to the pavilion for just one run of two deliveries. The KRP Academy 55 runs for the loss of three wickets, slightly losing their way in this first innings of the match in their bid to put up a good total on the board. They have now lost three big wickets. This was a delivery pitched on off stump in the rough, spun back into the right-handed batsman. He was looking to break the shackles and score a big shot, but ended up missing the ball completely, and the ball went through the gate of bat and pad. The dreaded gap between bat and pad that the batsmen hate to lose their wickets off. But now the Cricfit Academy well and truly back into this matchup after the opening 6 overs of the game where they weren't able to pick up a single wicket. Their spinners, Hamad in particular, has brought them back into this fixture. 3 wickets in his third over, was slightly wavered in the beginning of his spell, but now has come back with all guns blazing and has managed to pick up 3 wickets in as many overs. The top 3 batsmen of the KRP Academy all back into the pavilion. Rishabh, Pratik and Ansh. Be slightly disappointed, the KRP Academy, when you manage to keep all your wickets intact inside the power play phase of the game. The last thing you want to do is to lose wickets in heaps. Punched off the back foot. Oh, there is no fielder position. There was slight confusion between the batsmen whether they should go for it or not, but they realized that there is no fielder in the 30-yard circle on the leg side, so eventually they did decide to go for it. That brings us to the end of the ninth over. 56 runs on the board for the loss of 3 wickets for the KRP Academy. Put into bat first after losing the toss by the Cricfit captain Awab Kunni, who's coming off a century himself in his previous game. The first century of the Cricfit Premier League scored by Awab Kunni in the previous match that he took part in the under 14 boys category. Was a blazing knock at that while chasing a target of 168. So his tail was definitely up at the start of this matchup. Won the toss, elected to field, put the KRP batsman into bat, and in after the opening 6 overs, which was decidedly gone to the KRP batsman's side, now the Cricfit Academy has made a comeback by taking 3 crucial wickets, and the pressure is now mounting on the KRP Academy batsmen on whether they will be able to put up a total above par on this particular wicket. Down the leg side, wide given by the umpire. Crucial, very crucial for the bowlers not to bowl any extras, not to bowl any wides, no balls, just to give the batsmen some relief over the pressure that has been mounting over the last couple of overs. They would want to keep their foot at the KRP batsman's throat, if you will, in terms of the amount of pressure they've been building up. Tossed up delivery, and that is another wicket. Yes, it is. The batsman misses the ball completely for the wicket down for the KRP Academy. 57 for 4. A tossed up delivery on the stumps, pitched on a good length. The batsman misjudged the length and tried going down the ground over the bowler's head, but missed the ball completely, and in turn it went on to hit the stumps. Let's have a look at this replay. And oh, so this was a wrong one by the bowler. Pitched on a good length. Was supposed to go away from the right-hander, but the batsman did not read the fact that the bowler had bowled a wrong one and was supposed to turn back into the right-hander. Went for the expansive shot, and yet again another wicket that falls because of the ball beating the batsman and going between the bat and the pad. The dreaded gap between bat and pad. The batsman hit, losing their wickets in that manner, but it is yet another wicket for the Cricfit Academy in that same exact fashion. This time for Anab Alam, who's picked up his first wicket of the game. So the spinners well and truly into this matchup. They have picked up all 4 wickets. Anab picking up 1 wicket and Hamad picking up the previous 3 wickets to fall. Back live. 57 for 4, the KRP Cricket Academy. Slight delay because of some confusion between the umpires regarding the positioning of the bails. Now we are back and that could have been the 5th wicket for the Cricfit Academy. Chipped back straight to the bowler, but just over the bowler's head and out of the reach. Could have been wicket number 5 for the Cricfit Academy. Next ball of the over. Close call for the batsman of the previous delivery. Good appeal, looks good so far. Will the umpire cave? No. Little bit of dissent by the bowler. Not happy with the decision. Looked like it had hit in line. The batsman was trapped in front, but the umpire, after giving it a lot of thought, decides against it. Another full-length delivery driven straight to the short cover fielder. Dot ball. Short delivery down the leg side. Another wide conceded. Again wrapped on the pads, and this time it's been given. Wicket number 5 falls for the KRP Academy. They're now falling like a pack of cards. This time, Lakshay Jawar falls. Anab Alam picks up his 2nd wicket in the same over. Let's have a look at the replay of how the wicket fell. Wicket number 5 to fall for the KRP Academy. 59 runs on the board. 10 overs have been completed. Let's have a look at the replay of this wicket. Anab bowling to Lakshay. Lakshay was looking good. It was the wrong one yet again. Again pitched on off. Spinning back into the right-handed batsman. Was completely out of sorts whether to go forward or come back to it. Decided to go forward. The ball turned back into him. He was playing for the one that went away. But missed the ball completely and it wrapped him on the pads. And the bowler was so confident of that he just turned around, looked at the umpire, raised up one hand, and the umpire gave it out. So wicket number 5 to fall for the KRP Academy. The Cricfit Academy well and truly in control of proceedings of this particular encounter. Looking very confident with the ball in hand. Especially their spinners have been able to strangle the batsman at every opportunity that they have gotten. Now it's just a matter of time whether they will be able to wipe off the tail in a hurry. Because the batsmen do not seem very comfortable playing spin at the moment. Hamad into his last over, hits it in the air just over the head of the fielder at the short cover region. Just a single conceded. So you can see that almost off every delivery, the Cricfit Academy bowlers are creating opportunities for wickets. Just the 5 wickets remaining for the KRP Academy now. 60 runs on the board, 10.2 overs bowled. Hamad into his last over. straight back again to the bowler, but just out of his reach, goes over his head yet again. Just see that the KRP Academy batsmen are living very, very dangerously. Not able to stay on the wicket for too long. Just giving opportunities to the Cricfit Academy to finish off the tail in a jiffy. Left alone by the batsman. Not sure whether to play at it or not to. Again chipped in the air, but this time not as far as the fielder positioned in the short mid-wicket region. That ends the 11th over of the innings. The KRP Cricket Academy have just managed to score the 61 runs in 11 overs. Their run rate has fallen off a cliff, it seems. At one stage, they were batting as if there was no tomorrow, going at well over 6 runs per over. And now, they are well below 5.5 runs per over. But crucially, other than the run rate, what will bother them and worry them is the fact that they have lost half their side. All their recognized batsmen are back into the pavilion. Just the tail remains. Now, the tail has already looked uncomfortable so far. Will they be able to survive the last 9 overs of this innings? Let's find out. Wide delivery bowled by the bowler. Crucial for him not to concede these extras. I mean, your team is on top, man. You don't need to concede these extras. You need to just bowl wicket-taking deliveries. You don't have to think about runs. You just have to bowl wicket-taking deliveries now. Oh, again wrapped on the pads. Polite inquiry by the bowler. But the umpire says it is higher than where it should be for it to hit the stumps. On the pads. Again, the umpire says there is a question of height involved. Another full delivery, another dot delivery. Awab Kurni, the captain of the Cricfit Academy, will be very happy and pleased with how the bowlers have gone about it. Again in the air and dropped. Should have been taken, should have been wicket number 6 for Cricfit. But instead, spills the ball and the ball falls down on the ground. Could have been, should have been wicket number 6 for Cricfit, but nonetheless, when you do so many things right, you're bound to make a couple of mistakes here and there. Concludes the 12th over of the innings. The KRP Cricket Academy have lost their way a little bit in this. "62 runs on the board, 5 wickets down for the KRP Academy, 12 overs completed. Last 8 overs of the match remain. The first innings, rather. Cricfit Academy well and truly in control of proceedings in this match so far. Their spinners, their spinners have been magnificent, picking up all 5 wickets that have fallen so far and looking hungry for more. Abhiyan comes into the attack, a left arm off spinner. Starts off with a wide delivery. Eight overs remain. Now, the question will be, will the KRP batsman be able to bat out the 20 overs? Full toss, not what you want to bowl at the batsman. You have so much going for you in these conditions, especially the spinners. The wicket is giving you immense amount of help. The last thing you want to dish out is a rank full toss, which completely negates the effect of the pitch and the conditions. Juicy full toss for the batsman, just dispatches it down to the mid-wicket fence for a much-needed boundary for the KRP Academy. The Cricfit captain and the coach will be very happy with how the bowlers have responded to their decision of winning the toss and bowling first. They've backed the captain and coach's decision of putting the pressure on the batting side, not letting them get away with it, and also not getting bogged down, especially after the opening 6 overs where the KRP Academy were looking well and truly in control of conditions and were looking well and truly happy with how they were going about their innings. They had not lost a single wicket. They had just conceded, they just rather scored 34 runs. The bowling side ensured that they kept hanging in there, and when the time was right, they came back in and picked up a flurry of wickets just to make sure that they remain in contention of the game. Slight interruption in the field of play. We will be back when that is fixed. Sixth wicket down for the KRP Academy. 68 for 6. We saw in the replay just a few moments ago how the batsman just played all around it and missed the ball completely. There was no feet movement that brought about his demise. Abhihan picking up his first wicket in his first over of the match. Just a couple of deliveries remaining in the 13th over of the innings. Vedant and Darshan at the crease. In fact, Darshan is the batsman facing, and that has taken an outside edge and will run away to the third man fence for a much needed boundary for the KRP Academy. Their sole aim will now be to just keep the scoreboard ticking, take their team to a desirable total of maybe somewhere 110, so that their bowlers, when they come out to bowl in the second innings of the game, have something, some total to bowl at, rather than bowling at a total that is well below 100 runs. That will be very tough to defend against an aggressive Cricfit batting lineup. Another dot delivery that brings us to the end of the 14th over of the match. 13th over rather. "72 runs on the board." "72 runs on the board for the KRP Academy in 13 overs. 6 wickets down, just the 4 wickets remaining to see if they can wrap up. Very crucial phase of the game for the Cricfit Academy. They will want to pick up the last 4 wickets in as quick time as possible just to wrap up this innings and be on with their chase, because if the KRP Academy manage to keep their wickets intact, they will be able to go for a few more runs in the back end of the match. And just getting those extra few runs might just help them, give them that impetus going into the second innings of the game, where the bowlers will come out to defend that total. Full toss hit straight back to the bowler. Now the delivery in the block hole, but this time it has been signalled as wides and will run away to the fence again. So free runs being given to the batting side here. Zenish finally gets his first delivery out of the way after a no ball and 5 wides. Very crucial for him to get back into his rhythm. KRP Cricket Academy have been gifted a few extra runs in this over, but all will be forgotten if he manages to pick up a couple of wickets inside this over just to get his team back into the game fray. .4 overs completed. Wrapped on the pads, and it's been given by the umpire. Seventh wicket to fall for the KRP Academy. 78 runs on the board. And the first wicket for Zenish. Let's have a look at that replay. Full delivery wrapped on the boot, and it was immediately given by the umpire. 78 runs for the loss of 7 wickets, the KRP Academy in 13.5 overs. And the So because of Zenish bowling a couple of beamers in that over, he's been taken out of the attack, and Taha will be completing his over. You're not allowed to bowl two beamers in one over. That is against the rule of play. And Taha starts off with a dot delivery, and that will be the only delivery he bowls in this over. 81 runs on the board, 7 wickets down for the KRP Cricket Academy. 14 overs have now been completed. Eighty-one runs scored, 7 wickets down, 14 overs completed for the KRP Academy. Ansh Aghan on strike. New bowler into the attack is Abhiyan. Bowling his second over. He's picked up 1 wicket so far. Wide delivery way outside off stump. The umpire gives it as an extra. Crucial. Oh, good delivery. This time inviting the drive from the batsman. The batsman misses the ball completely, and the keeper collects it with ease. Again, similar delivery. This time the ball spins off the rough, goes between the bat and pad, and the keeper collects it just over the top of the stumps. Could have been the 8th wicket of the innings for the Cricket Academy, but no. Full delivery punched off the front foot between the gap of third man and the gully fielder. Single taken. Should have been 2 runs on the board there, but no. Poor running between the wickets this. Should have been 2, could have been 2. would rather decide against it, go for just a single. And that has missed everything, in fact. Will run away down to the fence. That ball missed everything. It was a looped up delivery, flighted delivery at that. Missed the batsman, missed the stumps, missed the keeper, and races away down to the fence. Up in the air, fielders running behind it, but will not be able to get to it. Another boundary. Crucial runs these for the KRP Academy. Takes their total to 91 runs in 15 overs. Let's have a look at that replay. It was another flighted delivery, full length delivery at the time. The batsman just clears his front leg out of the way, drives through the line over the head of the bowler, and the ball runs away down to the advertising hoardings. Boundary for the KRP Academy, rather. At the end of 15 overs, 91 runs are on the board. 6 runs per over. The current run rate for the batsman really put some impetus back into the 16th over of the innings. Edged and will run to the short third man fielder. Chance for a run out, but poor throw by the fielder in the short third man position. Should have been on target, should have been on the stumps. Awab Kunni, the captain of the Cricfit under 16 team, has come into the attack to try and pick up these last 3 wickets without conceding too many runs, because it will be crucial for the Cricfit Academy not to concede some extra runs in this phase of the game. And the captain has realized the fact that it is the spinners who are getting the maximum purchase off this wicket. So why not keep spinners on? Punched down the ground straight to the man at mid-off, but a slight misfield ensures that the batsman will come down for 2. Couple of runs added to the total. So the runs are slowly coming for the KRP Academy. They're looking well set for a total of 120 here if they manage to bat out their 20 overs, because the KRP batsmen have also scored a few boundaries in the last few overs. The bowling by the Cricfit Academy has also not been top class. They've bowled some loose deliveries, some extras, some wides, and that is a wicket. Wicket number 8 for the Cricfit Academy. Captain comes into the attack, picks up a crucial wicket for the Cricfit Academy, because this partnership was just taking the team's total to a respectable one at that. Let's have a look at this replay. Full delivery outside of pitches on the rough. Spins back into the right-handed batsman. The batsman looking to heave it on the offside, but misses the ball completely, and that brings us to the fall of the 8th wicket for the KRP Academy. Awab has bowled 4 deliveries, conceded 4 runs, and picked up the 1 wicket. The one very crucial wicket. Will at least maybe want to pick up another wicket in the last 2 deliveries, because now it's the tail, so we'll want to wrap this up as quickly as possible. Punches it back, straight back to the bowler. That brings us to the end of the 16th over. 95 runs on the board for the loss of 8 wickets. 17th over of the innings. Mohammad Taha comes back into the attack after bowling that 1 delivery to complete Zainab's over. Lifts it straight down to the fielder at the long on region. Single conceded. Taha will want to pick up these 2 wickets in quick succession, because he is a leg spinner, and leg spinners have this reputation of cleaning up the tail in a jiffy. Big appeal by the wicketkeeper for something. Okay, this is something very interesting, because there was a delayed appeal by the wicketkeeper, a delayed appeal by the bowler. The umpire initially did not seem interested. There was, so let's just quickly refresh what just happened of that delivery, because the bowler appealed, the keeper appealed, then the umpires had a discussion, but nothing was given. Taha going along really well here. Wide delivery, but just as the commentator says that he is going along well, you then hear that the bowler has bowled an extra. Not what you would want. Looped up delivery, top edge, and there is a catch taken. Wicket number 5 to fall for, sorry, wicket number 9 to fall for the KRP Academy. Taha picks up his first wicket of this innings. Crucial one at that, because this just brings a conclusion down to the KRP Academy batting effort, which has not looked very good, I must say, because they started off well in the opening 6 overs, but then just lost their way like a blind person does. Because loose shots being played, the initial outflow of wickets was just criminal, because I remember Hamad was into the attack. He was bowling to one opener. He picked up his wicket off a slog sweep, and immediately the next delivery, his opening partner, who had just seen his opening partner being dismissed of the previous ball off a slog sweep, tries to play the same exact shot to the same exact delivery and again loses his wicket. That is just criminal batting. Taha continuing, beats the batsman yet again. 97 for 9 in 16.5 overs. Last ball remaining of the 17th over. Taha, will he be able to finish off the tail? Oh, the batsman goes back into his crease, defends the ball well, and the KRP Academy batsmen live to fight yet another day, because they will now play another over at least, or another few deliveries at least. I think Awab Kunni, the captain who picked up a wicket in his previous over, is coming back into the attack for his second over. The score is at the moment 97 runs on the board, 17 overs completed. Just the 3 overs remaining. KRP Academy batsmen have just lost their way. At least for pride's sake, they will want to bat out the 20 overs. Thick outside edge will run away down to the third man fence, but it has been cut off by the fielder in the 30-yard circle who ran behind it. Good effort. Good effort there by the fielder, but the rub of the green just favouring the batsman in of that delivery. Chance for a run out, but confusion, misfield by the bowler, by the fielder rather, in the short mid-wicket region, which just enables the batting side to come back for a single. Very important for the Cricfit Academy not to concede too many runs in their pursuit of this last wicket. Now 100 runs are already on the board for the KRP Academy, a total that they did not look to be reaching at the initial phase of their innings, especially when those heaps of wickets were falling in succession. It looked like the Cricfit Academy will make another run-out opportunity. This time it has been spilled yet again by the keeper this time. Torrid display. That should have been curtains for the KRP Academy, but the keeper spilled the ball before he could break the stumps, and in turn broke the stumps with just his gloves, which is why the wicket does not count. And now Awab tries a fast full-length delivery, but unfortunately for him it is outside the off stump, so the batsman can leave it. This time a flighted delivery, again straight to the fielder, and again a misfield. You can see Awab's hands are on his hips. Not very happy about it. Brings us to the end of the 18th over. 18 overs completed, 101 runs on the board, 102 runs on the board for the loss of 9 wickets. Just a couple of overs remaining for the KRP batsmen to bat out their entire quota of 20 overs. Will or will they not be able to achieve that minimum target of at least not getting bundled out? Taha coming back to continue his spell. Penultimate over of the innings. Wrapped on the pads, but it is way outside the line of the stumps, so not even an appeal by the bowler or the keeper for that matter. Chipped straight back to the fielder at the mid-on region, who instead palms it. Very sloppy fielding, I might add. I mean, this is unacceptable fielding. That results in a boundary at that. Oh, criminal fielding. Captain will be angry with the effort put in by his fielders now. You can see that they're just getting a tad bit lazy. They've seen that they've picked up 9 wickets. It's just a matter of time whether the overs are completed or whether on the pads trickled down to the fine leg region. Another single taken. So just keeping the scoreboard ticking, the KRP Academy. 107 runs on the board now. Last wicket remaining. Another polite inquiry by the wicketkeeper, but the umpire does not seem to be interested in that either. Hit back straight down the ground. Another single taken. Looped up delivery, hit up in the air. The fielder in the mid on region tried to cut it off, tried to go for the run out, but instead ended up conceded just a single. 19 overs completed. 110 runs on the board for the KRP Academy. Credit to the KRP Academy batsmen, because at one stage of the game it looked like they will not be even able to reach 100 runs, but now they have managed to reach 110. Last over they will at least get a few more runs just to give that little bit more impetus to their innings. Awab continuing, starts off with a full length delivery, which the batsman tries to go on the back foot and cut it through the point region, but misses the ball completely. Ends up in a dot delivery. Crucial one at that for the Cricfit bowlers. This time it's been whipped off his leg straight to the fielder. This should be a run out. This should be a run out, but yet another poor throw. The fielding standard, the fielding effort, the fielding level of the Cricfit fielders has fallen in the past 5 overs. They could have had their last wicket a couple of overs ago. They're just letting themselves down here. This time it's been turned away. There's a fielder down in the deep. Could have been another run out there. Every ball that the KRP Academy batsmen are facing, they're giving opportunities to the Cricfit Academy. But now they have realized the fact that the Cricfit are not interested, rather, maybe, to pick up the last wicket. Hit up in the air, in the gap at that as well. Might run down the hill to the fence, or will it be cut off? Yes, it has been cut off by the fielder inside the circle who was fielding at mid-off. But a couple of runs added nonetheless. Just keeping the scoreboard ticking here. 114 runs on the board for the loss of 9 wickets. Again, it's been hit in the air. Again, in the gap. And again, a single taken. So 115 runs on the board for the KRP Academy. Last ball of the first innings of this match. No, that will definitely be called a no ball. It has been. It will be a run out. So, it will be a run out that will end the innings for the KRP Academy. All 10 wickets have been lost. 116 runs on the board for the KRP Academy now. And they have been bundled out with just the one ball remaining. 19.5 overs bowled. The KRP Academy, 116 runs for the loss of all their 10 wickets. So, when the Cricfit Academy under 16 boys come out to bat in the second innings, their target will be 100 and 17 runs to chase in their 20 overs. Question is whether they will be able to do that or not, whether they will be able to knock off these runs in. Their allotted quota of 20 overs is what the question will be. Let's quickly summarize the game as how it has panned out. Cricfit Academy winning the toss, electing to bowl first, came out with all guns blazing with their fast bowlers. Were not able to pick up a wicket in the opening phase of the game, but as soon as the power play phase of the game got done, they picked up wickets in continued succession and were able to put the pressure on the batsmen and in turn bundled them out in 19.5 overs. 19.5 overs bowled, 116 all out, the KRP Cricket Academy. We will be back with the chase shortly. Stay tuned. 5 overs completed, 26 runs on the board for the Cricfit Academy. Just the 1 wicket lost for them in this passage of play. Awab Kunni still on strike, the century maker from the previous innings for the Cricfit Academy. He did score that century in the under 14 category. So the under 16 boys will not be too worried about that fact right now. But nevertheless, it just says that he is in form at the moment and he is looking good. So far in this innings, he has faced a few deliveries. He's faced 14 deliveries for his 11 runs so far this innings. But it was a similar kind of innings the last time around as well when he was playing and scored that first iconic century of this Cricket Premier League. He also started off very slowly initially, but then went through the gears as his innings progressed. Essentially, after hitting the 30-35 run mark, he went berserk. At the moment, he does not need to take any risks because the scoring rate is decent and they do not need a mountain of runs. The challenge for him will be when the spinners coming. Last time around, when the spinners came in, Nawab decided to take them on and hit them very well straight down the ground and square of the wicket. It will also be interesting to see how he deals with them in this particular innings because it's a different matchup being played at a different time of day. So it'll be important. And he holds the key for the Cricket Academy because he is the batsman in form. And although they're chasing a total which is not very big, these are the totals which cause that slight bit of doubt in your mind when you go out to chase those runs. Down to the third man fielder, just a single taken. Awab is back on strike. 3 deliveries remain in this over. Ayush running into bowl his second over. On the pads, on middle leg rather, defended back to the bowler. Seventh over of the innings, 38 runs on the board for the Cricfit Academy. They further need 117 runs from their remaining deliveries to chase down this total. .2 overs bowled. Pratik is into the attack. The spinners are now well and truly into their stride. Once the power play phase of the overs were completed, the captain had to bring on the spinners, because even in the first innings it was the spinners who picked up the bulk of the wickets for the Cricket Academy. So even now, skipper has realized the fact that they will be very crucial to this phase of the game, especially if they're looking to defend such a low total. The question will remain, will Awab take on the spinners, or will he look to play calmly and in a composed fashion? At the moment he's just looking to score a few singles here and there. Driven down the ground for a quick single. Pratik to continue. Just a couple of runs is what he's conceded so far. Last delivery of the seventh over coming right up. Tucked away down to the third man fielder. No run taken. .39 runs on the board at the end of 7 overs. They further require, the Cricket Academy needs 78 runs from 78 deliveries. So the equation seems pretty straightforward in terms of balls and runs. To run a ball from here on out. The question for them will be whether they can keep all their wickets intact and then bludgeon off towards the later half of this innings. Enough, not surprisingly enough, captain has decided to stick to his slower bowlers. No, he's brought in a medium pacer into the attack. It's again surprising because the pitch was aiding the spinners, and Awab immediately flicks it down to the mid-wicket region for a boundary. I think this is a bit of a questionable tactic by the captain, not choosing to bring in another spinner from the other end just to create a little bit of more pressure on the batting side. He's instead gone for the medium pacer, who Awab has just flicked around the corner for a boundary. The umpire calls it a wide. Drop catch. Awab Kunni. Big wicket that the KRP Academy could have had. But they drop that crucial catch and in turn gives a little amount of breathing room to Awab. He can really make them pay for that and almost immediately plays an attacking shot, but just for the single. Punch straight down the ground and slight appeal by the bowler. Was that another opportunity for catch or was that a bum ball? It seemed like a bum ball. Seemed like a wicket taking opportunity for the KRP Academy, but they were not able to hold on to it. Crucially, for the Cricfit Academy, both the batsmen Awab and Hamza are still on the crease. Awab has scored 27 runs off the 29 deliveries that he's faced, but we all know in this tournament, we've seen it, that he can more than make up for it in the later half of the innings, but he cannot afford to get out immediately now. He will have to stay towards the end of this innings. Hamza, on the other hand, has faced 16 deliveries and scored just the 5 runs. Again, it's the same script repeating for the Cricfit Academy like it did in their previous under 14 match, where all the scoring pressure had fallen on Awab. None of the other batsmen were able to help him out. In that match, he managed to do it single-handedly, but I don't think so he will be able to do it in this game because this is a much more disciplined bowling lineup. Good running between the wickets here by Hamza and Awab. Sneak in a third run. 3 runs is what they managed to pick up off that particular delivery. Hamza gets much needed runs on the board for himself. Again punched off the back foot down to the long on fence. Another single taken. 54 runs on the board for the Cricfit Academy. You need to chase down 117 runs in their remaining 10.1 overs. Driven off the pads down to the mid wicket region, and it will go down for a boundary. Very important boundary at that for the Cricfit Academy batsmen, because the scoring had just dropped off in the last couple of overs, and Hamza it is in fact who puts the metal on the pedal and scores that impressive boundary. Let's have a look at that yet again. It was a full length delivery on the pads. In fact, he converted into a full toss by moving slightly ahead in his crease and punched it through the vacant mid wicket region for a much needed boundary for the Cricket Academy. 10 overs gone, 59 runs on the board.
Hello and welcome back to Cricfit Premier League. We have Mr. Hamad Kari with us, who has taken 3 wickets in 4 overs and 22 runs. Please. हमाद, आपने 3 विकेट लिए हैं 4 ओवर में, कैसा लग रहा है आपको?
बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है, खुद पे बहुत प्राउड फील कर रहा हूँ, पूरे टीम पे भी अच्छा। पूरा 2 उन लोग के ओपनिंग बैट्समैन आउट नहीं हो रहे थे, उनका विकेट निकाल के उनके टीम का रन रेट स्लो किया।
अभी आगे का आपका स्ट्रैटेजी कैसे होने वाला है? अभी आपने फील्डिंग में इतना अच्छा किया, बैटिंग का आपका एक टारगेट रहेगा, तो वो कैसे करोगे? पिच कितना फेवरेबल है, इजी है, डिफ़िकल्ट है?
पिच बैटिंग के लिए आई थिंक सेकेंड इनिंग के लिए बहुत अच्छा है, विकेट बैट ऑन करने के लिए। हम लोग के ओपनर बैट्समैन काफ़ी अच्छे हैं, ऐसे विकेट को रीड कर लेते हैं, तो उन लोग खेलेंगे अभी।
ठीक है, ऑल द बेस्ट टू यू एंड योर टीम. आई विश यू ऑल द लक एंड दैट्स इट. बैक टू द कॉम बॉक्स. थैंक यू.